Elizabeth Fry, and I'm here today at Pearsons Florist to interview Jackie Ricketts, the owner of the flower shop here.
So are you ready?
Yeah, I sure am.
Okay, where do you want to start?
Why don't you come on over and sit in the wedding section?
Okay. When did you actually open your flower shop, Pearsons
I
Florist?
bought an existing flower shop. It was called Back Valley Florist, and that was in 1977, so I'm going on my 41st year. And the flower shop is what brought us here. I found a flower shop that was for sale, and we left Contra Costa County and sold our house and put our money into this business and gave it a try. And actually at the time it was really good because I bought it from owners that stayed with me for a year. So that was excellent. So it was a very good way to learn.
Great, great. So did you learn pretty much from them, or did you go to school?
Well, I went to school, yes, but I originally wanted to be a landscape architect. And I was going to school for that, but then my kids were in school at the time, and I had to fit my classes in at the same time. And I started taking some floriculture classes, and I was a natural. It was just like, I loved it, and my teachers loved it. They said, oh my gosh, and then I was offered a job at one of the flower shops because we had to go, as part of the class, you had to go put in, time there. And he said, oh, I want you. I want to take a job.
Great.
And that's actually how this started. Is I went home, I was going to school, and I told my husband at the time that I was going to go get a job. And he said, oh, you can go to school, but you can't go to work. And I said, you're kidding, aren't you? Well, he wasn't. He says, well, if you really want to do that, I'll quit my job. And he did. And that's how we got here. We sold our house and we came here.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's a great story. So tell me, what really drives your passion here?
I like the work of it, and I really like dealing with the public, and I like the people. There's one thing about the floral industry. You very rarely get anyone who's angry. They're usually happy or they're sad, but then you feel good because you get to help them, which is an absolutely wonderful thing too. And it's a very empathetic thing, and you get to enjoy in the life experience of other people. It's really quite, I like that aspect. I mean, I like, although I have to do the business end too, which isn't quite as much fun, but if you don't do the business end, you can't do this end.
Right.
But my favorite thing is to design.
But you actually get to experience life-changing events.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, everything from the day a baby's born till the day somebody
and weddings,
dies.
and we do, a lot of funeral work, which
Proms.
is, it's all part, proms and weddings and
Special occasions, anniversaries.
Yep.
I've ordered Thanksgiving pieces from you.
Yeah, holidays are,
Holidays,
holidays are a big part of it.
Those will be beautiful.
I would think so.
What are the things that most people don't know about flowers?
Most people don't know how to take care of flowers. A lot of people want to buy wrapped flowers, and they take them home, and it takes them a good half an hour, whatever, to go home. And people don't realize that one thing that's unique to flowers, is that's why they have the ability to be shipped, is when you take a flower and it's cut, it immediately starts to preserve itself and it seals itself off. Therefore, it's maintaining its life. That's why it can be shipped. People buy flowers, they take them home, they don't recut them. They do not draw water. Unless you recut it, it doesn't draw water. Our rule here is 30 seconds.
Okay.
If I take a flower out and take it out and show it to a person, I bring it back, and either myself or one of my employees has to recut that flower and put it back in water, or it already starts to seal itself.
I've actually heard that you should cut the flowers in the water.
Well, we do. We have a water cutter over there. It helps because that way you can use it. Like, I have to cut a flower at a slant to open the pores, and a lot of people want to use a cutter and it closes the pores. If you do it underwater, it still closes it, but the water forces it out. So that's why. And when we're doing, like, I don't for one-on-one, but if we're doing a whole bunches, like we get them in at a holiday, underwater cutting is the fastest because it just cuts it, and you do a whole bunch at a time.
How long should roses last?
Roses should last a minimum of 5 days. Sometimes they can last 2 weeks. It really depends. Really depends on not just the rose. If you're buying it from a professional, they've already been treated and they've been cut and they have preservative in them. But a lot of people take them home and put them under a fan on their table, and it dehydrates them, and their heads are going to go over if it's a rose. whatever. Not anymore, but it used to be that when people had the televisions that actually had, you could set something on, people would put them on the television or something, they're going to cook. Same thing right next to a computer. They don't like that either. So it really depends on where they are.
So protect your environment.
Right. Yeah.
So what's your favorite flower?
My favorite flower is a calla lily, as it is on all my vans, my business card, I've always just loved calla lilies. I think they're very kind of art nouveau. I like the style of them. They're just a really elegant flower.
And they last a long time.
They last a really long time. Yeah, they last a really long time. But they're prettier than most flowers, in my opinion. But I just like the elegance of them, and they're a little different. I also love peonies. I love hydrangeas. I mean, there aren't many flowers I don't like, but that's my favorite flower just because it's unique. Yeah.
So what do you think your customers say about you?
Well, I hope they say we had a good experience when we went in there. I think they say nice things because people call us all the time and say, thank you so much, we really appreciate it, the flowers really last, that was really nice. Yeah. We appreciated the phone call saying you couldn't reach us and, we'll get back to you. Usually, every now and then someone's going to have a minor problem that's just dealing with people, but we don't really get any, hardly ever. And if we do, we take care of it. I mean, right or wrong, what can we do to help you? And that's usually, I think that's a saving grace, is like, you cannot argue with the customer. You just say, okay, what would make you happy?
Right. And it's so important when people do tell you that they appreciate you. I'm sure that really fills your cup.
Really, it does make you feel good. Yeah, And in fact, one of the hardest things is when people are starting, or when I have new designers or something, and someone looks at something and they look at it it hurts their feelings. I got over that a long, long time ago. If this isn't what you have in mind, tell me what you do have in mind. You really have to go with the flow, and not everybody has the same taste.
Right. Jackie, what's the most popular arrangement that you sell? Just like out of all of the arrangements, what type of arrangement would
Believe it or not, the biggest seller is a mixed arrangement and of assorted flowers. Next to that would be roses, and most men want red roses. Most women want maybe a different color.
I like any rose.
I do too, but it's perception. But it's a mixed arrangement is usually our greatest. Something bright and cheerful. People who come in, we always have flowers in our cooler, and anything that's bright and cheerful, people really like.
So I have a question for you. You've been here for a long time, 44 years. What do you like about Vacaville, the community here?
Oh, there's not much I don't like. I absolutely love the downtown and the whole town. I like the sense of community that this town has. It's wonderful between our service organizations and all the different organizations and nonprofits, as you know, with your Midnight Sun and things. There's just so many good things of people coming together and helping. And I just get such a sense of community here. I feel safe here. I just love it. And I think what they've redone, the downtown square, has made a big difference. And it just gives it such an appealing look for people who are coming in. And of course we have the shopping, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
There's anything you want you can get in Vacaville.
Do you remember we used to always have to go to Fairfield for shopping?
Oh yes, I know.
Or Sacramento, or San Francisco, or someplace other than Vacaville, but now we've got...
I feel we're more of a destination than we were. I mean, obviously than when I came here, it's really grown.
Well, people come here by busloads.
Yes,
go to the outlets, the 130 outlets that we have, Asian outlets, and the Netflix and so on. But I'm with you. What I love about it is the community itself. I mean, it's amazing.
It's amazing. So many kind people helping so many other people. It's really, it makes you feel good.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So what are your goals over the next year?
Over the next year, my goals are just pretty much what they've always been. It's just to do the best job that I can do and strive on customer service and keep my employees happy and enjoy life.
Jackie, thank you so much for taking the time today to share your experience here in your business. We really appreciate that. And we're
looking forward to seeing you much more as we're ordering our flowers for ourselves.
Okay, great. Well, it's a pleasure to have you here. I really enjoyed it. It was quite nice.
Great, thank you.